Hello again, Uche Kay here. And I was always coming to you with so much love. I do have to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers and old subscribers. Because of you, I do have to carry on. Thank you for sharing, for viewing, for liking, for thumbs up, for everything. Thank you ever so much. So continue to view, continue to share, continue to like, and I am committed to making new videos every time. So if you haven't already hit the notification bell, make sure you do so that you know when there are new videos out and you get to be one of the first to see them. I must also say a big shout out to Mushibu Brown, who because of you lovely lady, I was able to talk a little bit on mental health, which is also another taboo subject. And by now I'm sure you found out that I'm a bit comfortable when it comes to talking about difficult topics like suicide, depression, mental health, divorce, and today the dark topic of abortion. And as you can see, I'm recording at night today, very first time I'm doing this, just kind of metaphorically relating to the dark side of abortion. Now men, stay with me, don't go away, because you'd say, oh, you don't get pregnant, but hey, it would have taken a man to get a woman pregnant in the first place. And usually women who do have abortions is because the men are no longer supporting them, or the love has flown away after having sex. So this video is more on the aftermath of abortion, because society doesn't really tell you how to cope, how to go on, what happens to the woman after she's had an abortion. And it's kind of downplayed. The fact that suicide, depression, and all the other negative emotion can come from an abortion, especially if you have a moral compass, you are religiously driven, you have a strict parental background, and you just live in a society where there are rules and you don't get pregnant until a certain age, then it will affect you more. You who feels the fetus is real compared to somebody who doesn't would definitely feel a lot more affected compared to someone else who just thinks, oh yeah, it's not real, and you just go ahead and terminate. So what do you do now? For the men, metaphorically, I would say a dream, a profession, a job, a business, a project that you set up, sometimes when they fail, and an abortion is also considered a spontaneous miscarriage. It's called a spontaneous miscarriage. And the same thing with businesses. Sometimes a business might just fail by no fault of yours. Maybe you did the work, you did the research, you did the organization and planning and did everything, but it just fell through. And I'd just like to encourage you that with businesses and projects that you do for the very first time, sometimes you don't succeed the first time. Sometimes you have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And ask Thomas Edison. He did 1,000 tries, right, before the bulb was invented. So do not be so hard on yourself. And with the women who would have got pregnant, you know the reason why you decided to abort in the first place. I do not judge you. At the age of 18, I did have an abortion, and I had left home. I was with an aunt, and I just did not want that in my plate at that time of my life. So I terminated. And when I did terminate, it was a huge sense of relief for me. So not glorifying abortions in any way, shape or form, it is a thing that can affect you really negatively. So what do you do? What can you do? I'm just here to make a few suggestions. Now, the first one I would suggest is forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is a big issue. Not just forgiving others, but firstly forgiving yourself. You do need to forgive yourself because, okay, you had unprotected sex, and you would need to, learn that you need to use a condom, you need to do this, do that, the other. Mr. Googs will tell you all the things you need to do if you want to have sex and not get pregnant. Taking the initial precautions and get married, for instance, before having sex. Hey, but yeah, who am I to talk? I didn't do that. But these are all things that are laid down to help you and keep you safe and avoid the aftermath or the repercussions or the later effects of these things. So forgiveness, forgive yourself, forgive the man who impregnated you, forgive. It's a really good thing to do. And once you make space for healing in your heart, get rid of all that hatred, you will find that, yeah, it is easier for you to forgive and you just let go. I know forgiveness might be a topic that we will actually talk on next time. So aside forgiveness, you forgive yourself, forgive the person who impregnated you, or even the people who maybe you told and they didn't help you and you thought they would help you more. You do have to forgive them. And so that actually brings me to the next suggestion: support. So support is not just your friends, your family, your faith in a higher power, in God, in the universe, whatever it is that you have faith in, to bring yourself back to who you really are. You will need support from professionals. I am a certified coach. I specialize in lifestyle, relationships, love and sex coaching. So that's my area. Sometimes you will need to see a counselor, psychologist. We could even talk about that. You contact me in the description box below. You'll see my details, and if you do need to contact me and talk more about this, if this relates to you and it hits a chord with you, do get in touch. And even if I'm not the right person for you to get in touch with, we can find the right person for you. So support is very, very important. You've got your faith, you've got your family, you've got your friends, and you've got professionals. We are in the United Kingdom and the Western world, where these sorts of things are made readily available. Some places like Africa, Caribbean, Asia, they might not be that easily accessible. But if you do look, I'm sure you will find there's the internet, there's Mr. Googs, you can find help. So do find help. Don't be isolated and suffer in silence and just die alone. Then the third thing, can't count anymore. Third thing is food. Now, not just physical food, even though you do need physical food. And I know there are fruits and vegetables that you can consume that really make you happy, that change your metabolism, make your endorphins release and put you in a different mood, as well as exercising. Food, the things you allow to come into your mind, the words you allow to settle with you, the things you allow yourself to believe, these are all, like they say, food for thought, right? Food for thought. It's not physical food, but even if your business has failed as a man, you do need to put yourself in a place where, okay, what have I learned? What can I pick up? What new resources can I gather from this and build again? Because you can do this. I have been through abortion and it can affect you, but you can ride the tide and go through it. Conquer that pain, conquer that hatred, whatever it is that you need to conquer, and come out of it stronger, wiser, and you've learned something new, even if it is in business, or even it is in, terminating a pregnancy. It's not really nice to say it that way, but hey, these are things you do learn. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Do send questions or send topics you would love me to talk about, and I will talk about them and mention you in it. Let me know what you would like. So thank you for watching, thank you for viewing, thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing, thank you for clicking the link below. If you need to contact me, please do. I am here. So as always, much love from Uche Kay.